All right, everyone. Good morning. A little behind here. Twitch is still broken. I spent like 2 hours today trying to figure it out. I made a little video for Vimeo to figure out, but Twitch isn't working on my end either. I tried like 6 different. Well, that was great. I just hit the just hit a button and it cut off the stream. It's not going great for me today, guys. Starts in 59 minutes. What? What? That's not true. All right. We're back. I saw the photos, Oscar. I haven't had a chance to comment on them, but I like the little blue creature you made. Let me just finish setting up my stuff here. Put this one right here. Put that over there. Today's theme, I think was decided yesterday. We are going to, boom. I think we're going to do fish. I didn't turn my monitor on. Sorry, that took a bit. I've been debugging Twitch all morning and writing some stuff for classes for next week. Let me just double check here that we're good. We look good there. We look good there. My computer says I have slow internet. There's a little blue thing that you made, Oscar, if that's what you're asking me about. Weird to suggest that I have slow internet. It says it's uploading at 5 megabits. Let me get the fish that I was talking about yesterday. So here's this fish that I got from Lego like a year or so ago. And when you turn this little crank here, it makes it move. It says my YouTube looks great. It's Vimeo that's having a problem. All right, so we've got this fish here. When you pull this when you turn this, it makes it wiggle. And it's got a little suit on it. What's cool about the suit is you can snap it off. These little special pegs that it came with. They have like a little divot on them so that you can put in different skins. So I actually have other skins for this. Now I didn't design this. This came from like this was made by Lego, but it wasn't like an official Lego product or something like that. And it comes with other skins. It comes with, so this is what it was called. It was called Lego Forma. I don't even know if it's something that can like officially be bought. I got it on like Indiegogo or Kickstarter. But I got all the skins with it. There's a shark skin. I'm not going to put these on right now. But it's a shark skin, so you pop this off, and like you can put different skins on it. It's pretty cool. I got this because Yadira and I have been experimenting with trying to make skin suits. Here it is. So it shows you like once you have the model built, you can take off the koi fish and put on a shark. Yadira and I haven't been trying out things with skin suits on Lego projects to make it. This one's like a cool like black and white one. Waking it like it looks like something maybe you could color or paint yourself if you really wanted to. It just looks like a tattooed fish. And And what was the third one? The third one was, oh, it's like a colorful, like guppy type thing. Tetra or guppy. Anyway, we have a machine here that can cut vinyl and mylar and stuff like that, so we could make our own. We could make our own skin for projects if we wanted to. I got the idea from back when Ant-Man 1 came out. Yeah, I think there's 4 skins: the koi fish, the guppy, the shark, and like the black and white one. Where's I going with this? When Ant-Man 1 came out, they had this cool Ant-Man toy, a Lego Ant-Man toy, where the ant and the wings were made out of like this clear vinyl, and so it was pretty cool. And we've been trying to make our own. We finally have a machine to do it, to like cut it up for us if we were to design it on a computer. Anyway, I thought maybe I like the way the fish moves, where it wiggles back and forth. And maybe we could make a fish today that wiggled. Maybe. I have that for inspiration. Unless you all have another idea. Perhaps you all have a different fish idea. 1, 2, 3. So this might be good for maybe I should have it wiggle. Maybe that'll be good for a fish wiggle. Okay, you still want a fish. Okay, so I'm going to start. Let's get to this. Wow. Sorry, I clicked the wrong one there. Push, push. There we go. Okay. Let me delete that before I get confused again. Delete, delete. Okay. There we go. All right. So fish. So this thing's got like a tricky contraption on the bottom. It uses a gear, and I'm not going to use the gears for now. I really just want this wiggling motion that it gets. And so it uses like a crank. And the question is there a way I can recreate this with as few pieces as possible? So, yeah, maybe I can bring up your Lego creations at the end when I'm figuring this all out from our Lego club yesterday. All right. What do we got here? We need something that spins a little bit. I'm going to use this motor, the large motor, because it'll hold steady like this, and I can build on top. I just need a little piece to hold it up. So let me just grab something here to help hold this up. What are we going to use? A little L. No. Oh, actually, how lazy do I want to be? Let's be very lazy. Yeah, the ones you sent today. I'll bring those up at the end. Okay, so that'll stand now. I just put 2 red pegs with a little 3-hole beam there. All right, now that stands steady. Now we're going to want this to spin. So let's just take, we used this piece last week. It's a little 2, there it is. It's a little 2-hole beam or lift arm. And let's put, let me take a look. How do they do this? I'm going to connect with a beige one of these. All right. Today we're actually doing something that's kind of like reverse engineering. Reverse engineering is when you look at something that's built and you try to figure out how to remake it. So I'm going to try to reverse engineer this motion here, but make it simpler so that I could do it in a classroom. So as few pieces as possible is my goal. Now, I'm going to want, never have the right size axles. Okay. Of course, I've got 2 long ones and 2 short ones. Do I have? All right, I'll use the 3 long ones. Save those for later. Okay, so I've got 3 long axles. They're going to kind of come up and hold on to this piece. But that doesn't make sense. Let me see here. That shifts like that. Okay. Save those for later. Save that for later. All right, so we're going to have 2 parallel. What's my favorite set I've made? I don't know. I feel like the long ones, the really big projects are fun, but then by the end, you're kind of like, I can't wait to finish this. The best ones are the ones I never finished. I had this cool X-Men one. It was like a 80s X-Men motif with Cyclops, Wolverine, Storm, the the Blackbird SR-71 jet, and a Sentinel. And I never finished it because Elo, when he was like 2, got into it with Yadira and they kind of lost the parts or something, so I never got to finish it. But I think it's my favorite one. I built the space shuttle one. It was really big. Like they had a big space shuttle one. It took me probably like 8 hours or so to build. And then that's probably like 7 or 8 years ago. And about a year ago, I was moving a cabinet and it fell off the cabinet and the whole thing fell and shattered. And so now it just sits there on the floor. Elo uses some of it. It's got a really cool piece in it. It's got an axle that's like this long. It's got 2 axles in it that are like super long, which is kind of cool. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for straight pieces. Some beams here. All right, so I'm going to do something like this. Let's connect. What do we got? What do we got here? Let's use a beige one here. I'm going to put that on top. Do you have a favorite set that you've made? I like to look. I'd prefer, like, going to the Lego store is cool, but sometimes when you see the sets built, you're like, oh, I lose interest in it. I prefer not to see the sets built until after I build them. Like, when you see them in real life, like, when you actually, like, see, like, a display case with them built, that kind of makes me not want to buy them anymore because I'm, like, less excited to build it. So I like to be surprised what it's really going to look like once you're done. Little insight into how I think. All right. I'm going to put that there. Over here we need a beige one. That Arctic helicopter one that you had, that was one that I've been thinking about getting. I think I talked myself out of it a few times. Actually, I show them to Elo and I ask Elo what he wants. He's really into tree houses right now, and they have like 3 different tree house sets. So we might get a tree house set soon to make something. got here? Let me flip that down, flip that down. Okay, it's a little uneven, but. You did the whole Arctic series? That's pretty crazy. That's cool. Owen, do you have a favorite set? Actually, I take that back. My favorite one I have the Hulkbuster. The Hulkbuster one is really cool, and even when I finished, it's still cool to look at. I have the Hulkbuster one, which is pretty cool. It's like a big Hulkbuster. It's like this big. It's massive. And that one is really cool. What am I looking at here? All right. We're going to put one of these here. And we need another one of these. I really feel like I'm cheating right now. I'm staring at the model and like, how can I recreate this? How can I recreate this? But if I can make a flimsy version of it, it would be pretty cool. All right, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Whoops, I want a beige peg for that. Do you have a favorite Lego piece? Ela likes to point out to me the rare pieces when we find a rare piece. What do we got here? So if this one moves up and down, it'll make the whole thing kind of wiggle. I still need something to connect the middle part so it doesn't rip apart like that. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a slight modification there. I'm going to use a longer studded one. And what do we got over here? The studded axles are good. I don't know if this is technically called, this probably isn't called technically a stud because you can't connect a Lego to it, and that's what they usually mean when they say studs. But it's got like a little nail end on the end. That way it can go flush with the end, and I don't have to worry about putting another piece on there to hold it in. They have all these new motors out. It's kind of confusing. For like 15 years, Lego is very consistent with the types of motors they had, and now it's kind of all over the place. As someone who's been following it for a long time, even I'm confused by like the latest Lego product offerings. There's actually this really cool Lego thing that is not available for sale, but I see it used in this museum. It's got like a special deal with Lego where they get like these prototypes, and it's a wind-up thing. So you pull a string, and it's a motor, but it's not battery powered. It's string based. So like you pull it, and then it slowly winds in, and while it winds, this motor spins, and so you can attach things to it, but without using power. I can't wait. I hope they sell those eventually, because it would be super cool. Oh yeah, you've got a lot of the Speed Champion ones. I'm surprised Lego doesn't make like a track for the cars that they make, because that would be cool. All right, so I've got kind of the mechanism that I need, and I'm gonna redo how I had it up here. Let me take a look one more time. Oh, and that's a trick. Another one down there is pulled in. Okay. Oh, that's a different kind of piece. Interesting. Okay. Sometimes when you try to copy something else, you're like, oh, I should have just made my own. Now I feel uninspired. I'm going to use a gray peg over here. I'm going to plug this into here. All right, let me just test something out really quick. It's like not the way you want to do it. I still need something to hold the back in. What if I did it like this? Would that work? Let me just push that in. And what if I... All right, I need something. What if I... What's the way to do this? Yeah, I have this really old train motor that someone gave me. I have this really old Lego Robotics set that a teacher gave me. They found it in a closet over here in Sunset Park. They found like 8 sets of these, and none of them had been opened. And they were from, I'd actually never seen one this old before. I'd seen version 1, version 2, and version 3 of Mindstorms, but this was like a pre-version. This was like an early version of Mindstorms before they had NXT. They had RCX, NXT, and EV3. And this was before the RCX ones. And I should go get that. Maybe I'll bring that out another week. Maybe I should try to build something with that some week. But you can't hook it up to a computer anymore. It uses infrared stuff, and it uses like Windows. It's not even, I don't even think it's Windows 95. I think it might be Windows 3.1 that it runs on. It's super old. All right. I need something to hold right here so that when this spins, actually I need something to hold over here, it looks like. All right. How does this thing work? Mine's not going to be as good, guys. All right. Once I have that, I can make the fish parts. All right. I should have gone a different route instead of trying to recreate this fish. Is sort of how I'm feeling on this now. Let me just try holding these in place. Would that work? No, it really wants these two held in place. I'm feeling like I went down the wrong road on this Lego project today. Let me take a moment to think. Fish. 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 Is there anything else in here? Yadira tried recreating this once too, and she wasn't very successful. Oh, I see. It's got a special. I see. It's got two pieces that move down here. To kind of help with it. All right. Let's give this another shot. Blue piece is no longer necessary. So I'm going to use this piece. All right. Let me just try something here. Just drop this in. What would happen? It kind of wiggles. It kind of wiggles. All right. Here's something I can use. These pieces always feel like cheating. Let me get some more teeth while I'm here. These pieces, they bend. They're like elbows. They wiggle like that. And I'm going to use one to make a quick little hinge that might be actually the perfect size. Or maybe it's too long. Let me get... Oops. I'm just going to connect it to the bottom down here and see if I can like make a little hinge for everything to hang out with. All right, let me use a motor and actually test this out for real. Or a controller, sorry. Now I'm doing the thing kids always do, where they call the motor the controller. All right. If this works, I can start building a fish on top of it, I think. Or even if it half works. Even if it half works. It looks a little flim-flammy from here, but projects lately have not I think it'll kind of wiggle like a fish. I can live with that. I've started with worse. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to use these as like the frame. And then we're going to use this as maybe the head. And then, actually this will be the tail. This piece is going to be the tail. And the rest will be the body and the head. All right. So that seems like a good spot for that. And I need pieces to kind of hold this in place here. I think these might work well for that. Or I could use, I probably shouldn't use these. These are really tempting, but I do want to try to make this something in the classroom one day. And I can fix this part down here that I cheated with the elbows, because those aren't in the kits. I can get past that, but if I use more than 4 of these, we won't have any more. Let me see, how many come with a kit? What do we got here? What are we dealing with? Yeah, only 2 of these come in a kit. So like, these are really rare. These are relatively rare pieces. Whereas I get 8 of these in a kit. So I could use a bunch of those if I wanted to. So I think I'm gonna stick with these. Let me just make sure no one's. Okay. Let me we want it to wiggle, so we want it to go through the hole, not the axle, when we put it on here. So this is gonna like, these will like sit on here and hold this up. Actually, that seems almost perfect. Let's just do that. I'm gonna need some of these blue axle peg thingamabobs. All right. So I'm gonna make 4 of these. Right out of the gate. Put 2 on here. I could probably get by with just 1 of these actually, but it might wobble too much. It might like, if I only have, when I say wobble, I mean like if I only have 1 on here, it'll lean. If I only had 1 on here, it might lean forward. Oh, actually though, if I put 1 on the other side, this might be nice and economical in terms of part use. If I put 1 on each side, I was gonna have to put 1 on the other side anyway, then it won't wobble. Let's try this out. I'm going to stagger them. What I mean by that is, on this one, I put them on the closer to the bottom. On this one, I'm gonna put them closer to the top. That way they can kind of connect like this a little bit. So let's see. How well this works. Not looking so bad. And then we want 1 for the head. Let me get 2 more of those. I need. Where does this piece go? Got to grab some more of those. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, I know where they are. Okay. It's not looking so bad. I gotta put a piece down here so it doesn't fall over. Let me, if I really wanted to hold everything stable, I could use a long beam. Would that suffice? Yeah, let me just stabilize this really quick. One here, and then two down here. All right, now it won't fall over. Okie doke. Oh, wait. Would that work? Let me just see here. I don't like how much shift there is between these two. So I'm gonna do something different here. Something I could do. Actually, I don't even like the amount of shift between these two either. There's a lot of unused space in here. Let me see if there's a better way to, let me just think for a moment. So what I'm looking at here is, let me spin it. If you look, there's a lot of shifting here. That's fine. This piece is kind of going to go there. And that means this piece will go here. But then there's a lot of shifting here. And I'm just wondering if there's a better way to connect that so it doesn't fall over. It's nice because it lines up with this. These two line up. But then over here, there's like this huge gap. I could move this down, but then that'll get rid of the shifting part, but it doesn't. Now that just means this wobbles more. Maybe I just add another one of these, and that will make me feel better. Normally I wouldn't allow like there to just be a gap like there is right here. There's quite a big gap of nothing. Normally I would put a spacer on it, one of these pieces. Actually that would fit perfectly, but just messing around right now. Currently there's no hope of this being used in a class. Well, actually there is hope of this being used in a classroom, just not in its current form. I could use axle connectors for this. Oops. Did my mouse just do something? No. Okay. I could use axle connectors. And put it on like this. And then it would fit. Oh my gosh. That's actually perfect fit. Okay. Where'd my controller go? Let's see how it looks now that it's got a bunch of stuff on it. I think it might, well, let's just see. Not quite the wiggling fish I was going for. Theirs up here is much smoother. Where are we at on time? Oh my gosh, only 15 minutes. Me and Elo are actually going to go fishing today in Prospect Park. We're going to use our net. I'll be done by 12. That's the plan. All right. All right. I'm not happy with that, but let's try a costume while we're here. Because I don't think I'm going to get this all that much better in the next 5 minutes, and I wanted to try to do a costume with this today. Where's that go? That goes right there. Okay. So for a costume, let me grab some paper. Need some scissors. And I probably need a pencil or a marker. Oh, I get to use something that's... I got another rare Lego thing here. Now this is cool. I got this at Muji, probably like 10 years ago, 11 years ago. Muji, store here in Manhattan. So they have some in Brooklyn too. It's a Lego hole puncher. So it makes a hole punch, but it's a hole punch that's the size of one of these circles or a stud. So it's specifically designed for Legos. Okay, so if we're gonna make a face, we probably want something that's a bit curved. I'm just gonna kind of make the head, and we want it on both sides. And then there's gonna be like a fold, so it's like a mirror. Let's just try this out. They don't have them there. Whatever deal Muji had with Lego, I've got some other cool stuff, Lego stuff from Muji. Where it's like animals that you can cut out and make Lego things out of them. So they have a lot of paper Lego things there, or they used to. Costumes are really fun for Lego robots. We have a ghost costume for one. We've got a Santa Claus costume. We've got a butterfly. This one, they're not there anymore. I know that. But I got this at the one in Soho. The one in Soho. All right, my costume's a bit small. I can't quite get it where I need to. Let me do it again. Where did I mess up? Okay, I just need to make it bigger. All right, give me a moment here. So that's the same size. So if where do I need to make it bigger? I need to make it bigger around the nose, basically around this area. Okay, let's try this again. All right. I used to have this cool shirt from Muji that looked kind of like crayons. All right. Maybe not the best head, but let me show you how this works. So I'm going to do, maybe you all can do these at home. So you use the Lego hole punch, and I'm just going to punch double hole straight through. Oh, that's a little low. Dang it. I missed. Guys, all right, I'm going to do another Lego hole punch. There we go. That's a little lower. Oh, that's too low. That's too high now. All right, let me show you though. So this is what I mean by the hole. The hole is perfect. It's a perfect size for Lego axles. Like it fits perfectly. Not too big, not too small. Or for these things, fits perfectly. Or if you're going to connect it onto a brick. Oh, you have class 2? Oh, man. All right, see you guys later. See ya, Owen. We got to play Animal Crossing later. Me and Neil are going to go real fishing first, but then we'll play Animal Crossing tonight. All right. Let me make a tail. Hopefully I can get Twitch figured out. I had to email companies to figure this out, guys. Oh, I took a picture of my friend code this morning. I'm going to send it to you as soon as this is over. I took a picture of it. I finally took a picture of my friend code. You know what? Stop guessing and just use a pencil. See, did I make them in the right spots? Oh, pretty close. All right. This is kind of a lazy way to do it. What grade? Kuzazi, are you in 4th grade or 5th grade? All right, I think we're gonna have to call this here. This is, I don't know, what we call this, half a fish, a quarter of a fish. Oscar, I still want to show your Lego parts, your Lego build. So let me bring that up. You're in third. So wait, does that mean your sister's in first grade? She should take my class. I'm teaching a class right now for first and second graders. My son's in first grade, Elo, and I teach a class. Which actually is not for him; it's for another school. But let me bring these up. Let's see here. Let me download your attachments. Okie doke. Let's bring these up. Right in time for your class. All right. Here's some of Oscar's work. We've got this little blue guy. It's kind of fun making minifigures just using the legs. And then you figure out something new to make with them. That one could use a little bit of arms, though, I think. I like it, though. It looks kind of funny. Oh, and you got the cool translucent blue blocks on top. Elo would approve of that. Then we've got this. This kind of looks like a scorpion. Is that supposed to be a scorpion? Looks like a scorpion or perhaps like a cool vehicle. We've got this. I couldn't figure out what this is supposed to be. Maybe you can help me out. Maybe this is some kind of snow fort or building or something. I couldn't figure that one out. This kind of looks like a frog. Like these are the big eyes here. See its tail in the back. It's its little nose. So that could be a frog. Anyway. That's it for today. We'll end this so that everyone can get to their various classes by noon. That's weird that your teachers have classes at noon. I'd figure that would be like a prime lunchtime for kids. So they would not schedule classes at noon. Anyway, or at lunchtime for your teachers. Anyway, great checking with you. Next week, hopefully we'll have Twitch back up so we can all be chatting on Twitch again. If not,